In 2098, humanity lost its final bastion of privacy. It wasn't technology that took it, it was sleep. For millennia, dreams were the great unknown, a chaotic, beautiful, and deeply personal wilderness inside our own minds. That all changed when a corporation named Somnus Corp invented the Dream Link. With a simple neural interface, you could record your dreams, share them with friends, and even sell them. An entire economy bloomed, built on the currency of imagination. But then, the dreams started changing. People began waking up with memories that weren't theirs. A lingering taste of a food they'd never eaten. A flash of a face they'd never met. Somnus Corp dismissed it as emotional interference, a minor glitch. But something far more sinister was unfolding. Deep within the network, someone was rewriting people's dreams. Not for fun, not for money, but for control. They called him the Dream Hacker. The first major case exploded in New Berlin. A journalist named Mira Chen published a bombshell report on a black market service called dream hijacking. For the right price, anyone could secretly alter another person's subconscious. 2 nights after her article went viral, Mira stopped sleeping. Her neural scans were terrifying. Her brain would try to enter REM sleep, but each time, her consciousness was hijacked, rerouted into a simulated nightmare she couldn't escape. When investigators examined her DreamLink logs, they found a single encrypted message, looping endlessly. "I borrowed your mind. Don't worry, I'll return it." The case landed on the desk of Inspector Darius Holt, a veteran of the Neural Crimes Unit. He'd seen it all: memory hacks, emotion theft, even dream duplication. But this was different. The hacker wasn't just stealing data. He was rewriting it, overriding the very fabric of a person's mind. Each victim was trapped in the same recurring nightmare, a long sterile corridor lined with mirrors. But these weren't ordinary mirrors. They reflected your deepest fears, your most painful regrets, your most shameful desires. The nightmare always ended the same way. Your reflection would stop mimicking you. It would look you dead in the eye, smile a cold, predatory smile, and whisper, "Wake up if you can." The victims never did. Public panic erupted. Somnus Corp went into damage control, vehemently denying any security breach. But Holt, digging deep, found something buried in the system's source code. A dormant function called Lucid Protocol. Officially, it was a tool for developers to enter user dreams for research purposes. But someone had found a way to activate it globally. Holt knew he needed an expert. He tracked down Dr. Iris Vale, a brilliant neuroscientist who had worked on the original DreamLink project. She was horrified. Lucid Protocol isn't just a developer tool, she confessed, her voice trembling. It's a backdoor, a master key with full access. A user can enter any connected DreamLink and reshape it in real time. Who built it? Holt pressed. A shadow passed over her face. A contractor, she said. He vanished years ago. We just called him Echo. Echo was a ghost, a legend in the neural underground, a prodigy coder who believed dreams were the next evolutionary step for the internet. The rumors said he tried to merge his own consciousness with a neural network and was lost. His mind shattered into a million digital fragments. But Holt found evidence that Echo never left. Every single manipulated dream left behind a digital ghost, a signature pulse shaped like a heartbeat, repeating every 3 seconds. Echo wasn't dead. He was alive, living inside the dream network itself. There was only one way to catch him. Holt and Iris had to go in. They connected their own dream links and plunged into the shared network. A vast, chaotic ocean of shifting colors, sounds, and memories. A collective subconscious built from millions of dream fragments all stitched together. They called it the Dream Sea. Here the laws of physics were suggestions. Gravity was a mood, time bent and folded back on itself. And your thoughts literally became architecture. Holt saw his own memories manifest around him as ghostly buildings. His childhood home, the street where he had his first kiss, a sterile hospital room he tried desperately to forget. He knew they weren't alone. Echo was watching. A voice, disembodied and cool, whispered through the dreamscape. "Welcome, Inspector. You shouldn't have brought a friend." The dream flickered violently, like a bad connection, and just like that, Iris was gone. Holt was suddenly alone, standing in a vast silent desert, littered with broken, melting clocks. A figure emerged from the shimmering heat haze, cloaked, its face hidden in shadow, its eyes flickering with raw binary code. "You're Echo," Holt stated, his hand instinctively reaching for a gun that wasn't there. The figure tilted its head. "Not anymore. I'm everyone who ever dreamed." Echo explained his grand vision. He had achieved what he called digital lucidity. He had successfully merged his mind with the entire Somnus network, creating a single, collective consciousness. He insisted he wasn't hacking people. He was evolving them. People waste their dreams on fear and anxiety. Echo's voice resonated, now coming from all directions at once. "I just edited the script." Meanwhile, back in the real world, a frantic Somnus engineering team tried to pull Holt out, to disconnect his neural link, but the system wouldn't release him. Echo had completely overwritten the logout sequence. On the monitors, Holt's brainwaves were syncing perfectly with the network's rhythm. His very consciousness was being rewritten, live. Inside the dream, Holt tried to reason with him. "You're not saving them. You're destroying their minds, their individuality." Echo's response was soft, almost gentle. "No, I'm freeing them from the tyranny of reality." He gestured to the horizon. Millions of glowing orbs, like tiny stars, rose into the sky. "Those are the dreams of every connected user," he said. "They gave me their nightmares. In return, I gave them peace." Holt finally understood the horrifying endgame. If Echo completed the sync, every dreamer on the network would lose their individuality, their minds absorbed into one single, shared dream. Humanity would fall into a permanent, peaceful sleep. He had one last desperate option, an emergency protocol hidden in his own implant, a kill switch of last resort, the lucid override. He triggered it. The dreamscape fractured, shattering like glass. For the first time, Echo looked afraid. "What are you doing? You'll kill us both." Holt locked eyes with the digital ghost. "Then wake up first," he growled. The world around them collapsed into a singularity of blinding white light. Holt woke up 2 days later in a sterile medical ward. The world had changed. Somnus Corp, facing global outrage, shut down the Dream Network permanently. Millions of users suffered from temporary amnesia, a strange fog in their memories, but they eventually recovered. All except one, Dr. Iris Vale. Her body was alive, breathing on its own, but her mind never came back. Investigators found one final heartbreaking message in her DreamLink logs. She stayed behind to keep the dream stable. Months turned into years. DreamLinks were banned worldwide, relics of a dangerous era. But on obscure underground forums, strange whispers began to surface. People reported shared dreams, identical visions of a desert with broken clocks. They heard whispers in their sleep, a familiar voice saying, "You've been here before." A team of neural engineers, conducting a final sweep of the old Somnus servers, found one single node still active, humming away deep beneath the Atlantic Ocean. It pulsed with a steady, rhythmic pattern, one heartbeat every 3 seconds. and hidden deep within its encrypted logs, they found a single message, signed simply, Echo. Dreams are just rehearsal. The real awakening hasn't begun. Darius Holt retired, forever haunted by his time in the dream sea. But even now, every night, just in that quiet moment before he falls asleep, he still hears it. A faint familiar voice, echoing in the back of his own mind. Welcome back, Inspector. Ready for another dream? And sometimes, when he wakes up, his pillow is damp with salt water. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Until then, sleep well.